Greetings and salutations, friends. We're finally here. Shadow of the Erdtree has arrived. And, as expected, the entrance is here, in Mogwin's palace. And in particular, here, we have a brand new person. Someone never before seen. And I will say, I like the armor design on this one. Hello there. Who might you be?
Were you guided here by kindly Mikola? I am Leda. And like you, I was guided by faith along his honorable path. Touch the withered arm, and you too will be transported to the realm of shadow where Mikola the Kind now dwells. My compatriots are there already. Like us, they have heard kindly Mikola's call. If you can find them, they are certain to lend you aid.
You refer to him as Mikola the Kind. I do kind of have to wonder how benevolent he truly is, considering he abandoned the lands between. And the Erdtree is a colossal mess, to put it lightly. Not to mention, his sister Melania could be said to have ruined the entire region of Caelid. I'm also wondering, would Mikola be kind to us, considering we attacked the Erdtree, and that we may very well have slain Melania? Now, I say we slew Melania, but I kind of doubt it, because, well, she turned into a flower. There's a flower sitting in her boss room right now. And I don't know whether or not the flower is her tombstone, or if it's just her waiting to be resurrected yet again. The third blooming of Melania's rot. And possibly the prophecy that Gallery spoke of Melania becoming a true goddess after the third reincarnation. I don't really know the answer to any of that. And I wonder whether Mikola is going to harass us over attacking Melania. It certainly doesn't help anything that I'm currently carrying her great rune. Well, we'll see.
Come now. Touch the withered arm and travel to the realm of shadow. I will not be far behind. May we meet again.
So you will accompany us, will you? I would actually advise against that. It would be nice to have company, but on the flip side, literally everyone who's ever walked with us has died in some horrendous fashion. With the possible exception of Nefeli. Nefeli Lu might still be alive and well in Limgrave, currently sitting in Stormvale Castle, but apart from her, literally everyone else died. Or worse. Well, now we enter the realm of shadow. Will the withered arm grab us for touching it? I wonder what we'll see on the way in. And the answer is apparently nothing. We don't get any great show for our entrance to the realm of shadow. Oh well. Only thing we can do is go up, it seems. Oh. Now that is a screensaver right there. That is beautiful. Beautiful in a horrifying manner, but still. Gravesite Plain. So our entry to the Realm of Shadow literally takes us through a graveyard right at the start. And I can't help but notice the Wicker Man burning off in the distance there. Sets the tone for this rather nicely, I dare say. Let's rest here. I was expecting Leda to follow us quickly, but alas, no. For a while yet, we are on our own. I can't help but notice there are bloodstains around here. How did you lot die? Ooh, something smashed him. I wonder what, because I can't see anything just yet. Oh. I guess that would be my answer. Ooh, you have a lot of health. And you're not staggered by anything. Okay. I thought maybe holy damage would be good against these things, but, no. Either these things have really, really tough hides, or holy is not the best use against them. So in that case, let's try... It's been a while since I've used Moonveil, so let's give that a little run around. Red flesh mushroom. Charming little item, that. Don't know where the next enemy's going to be turning up from. And yeah, that was a pretty nasty one for the very first encounter. Well, I don't see anybody nearby, so let's head toward the hanging tree. Shadows. Ooh, pretty sturdy shadows, too. And there's quite a few of the shadows wandering around here. So those bodies, some of them anyway. Oh, never mind. I thought they were kind of looking flesh and blood, but... Might just be the lighting, but they look a little translucent to me. Don't know what to make of that yet. Don't really know if these guys are particularly dangerous yet. white flesh mushroom. Apparently they like their flesh shrooms around here. An item. On a interestingly skinny corpse. Ooh. Reverend Spirit Ash Blessing. Reverend Spirit Ash can be found across the realm of shadow. Consume this ash at sites of grace to bolster your Reverend Spirit Ash Blessing. The Reverend Spirit Ash Blessing bolsters both summoned spirits and spectral steeds' abilities to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the realm of shadow. Huh. I see. Okay, so it increases the power of our summons. And Torrent, too. Although I wonder how much use Torrent is, because up to now, Torrent hasn't been overly useful. Don't get me wrong, Torrent is fantastic for traversal, but combat-wise, he hasn't been all that helpful. Looks like we could go back that way and down to that red region over there, but I think I'm going to go deal with the Wicca Man first. And we have a ruin and a tower. Okay, so the guys will... The Shadow people will have a go at me for going past them on Torrent. Oh! Sorcerers! Hello there, spirit. Someone who hates Marika. And all of her children as well. Yep. The burning giant is moving. Considering the sheer scale of what we're dealing with, I'm probably best off using my Moonlight Blade. Yep. Well, let's see how this goes. Can I summon? Oh. Okay, ow. So the answer is straight away. Straight away is not great. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Wrong one. I got lucky that that didn't hit me. Did that do any damage? Okay, I can actually... Okay, then. So I can actually hurt him, but, not very bloody much. Not much at all. So, I wonder, is this a gimmick, boss? Is there some trick to dealing with him? Or do I just have to whittle him down? Before we try that again, let's wander back into the ruins. Or, actually, we do have that Reverend Ash to consider. Shadow Realm Blessing. Consume Reverend Spirit Ash to bolster your Reverend Spirit Ash Blessing. The Reverend Spirit Ash Blessing bolsters both Summoned Spirits and Spectral Steed's abilities to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the realm of shadow. So I wonder... Now the bosses here are going to be very, very difficult until we get the new ashes going. Seems possible. Nope. Someone attacked. Oh, I see. Some of the shadows are wandering around. Still better off on foot for dealing with this, I think. Ow. I'm pretty sure that was a critical hit on his part. Specifically because I had happened to be falling when he landed it. Which is not a fun way to start that off. Great big old pots to break. Oh, I dare say. Wonder what this stuff I'm walking on actually is. It almost looks like cloth, but there's an awful lot of it if it is cloth. Ah, treasure. Blade of Mercy. So is it a talisman? Ah, there it is. Raises attack power after each critical hit. The thin, blood-stained dagger, no longer fit for use. Raises attack power after each critical hit. Horn scent? implied this to honorably end the suffering of a compatriot. After claiming numerous lives, the dagger is now broken, but has acquired a special aura. Horn Scent. Was that the name he just used? If so, that's kind of interesting, as horns generally are connected with the omens, the demonic children of Marika and the royals of Lindell. So that's a rather ominous connection right off the bat. And again, I would guess that Mesmer is actually a son of Radagon and Marika. Ooh, spectral dogs. You are very sturdy. That does about as much damage blocked as it does when I just take the hit from it. And it staggers you right out of anything you're doing. That is a very nasty little move they have. Oh. Erdtree Blessing. Erdtree fragments can be found across the realm of shadow. Consume these at sites of grace to bolster your Erdtree Blessing. I believe that's a D that I'm reading, so Erdtree Blessing bolsters the recipient's abilities to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the realm of shadow. Yep, that's definitely a D. Silver Horn Tender. Okay, so we have our first Erdtree level up. I wonder how much of a difference that's going to make. Because depending on just how big that that ability makes it. Consume Erdtree fragments to bolster your Erdtree Blessing. The Erdtree Blessing bolsters the recipient's abilities to deal and negate damage, but has no influence outside the realm of shadow. So far, there's been no reason not to make use of those. Yeah, do I want to bother with him again? Yeah. I'm not sure I do, honestly. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back the way we came. There's more to explore out this way as it is. And there's no point in going after the big bad over there until we've got more Erdtree fragments. Oh, I was so worried that you were just going to be immune to staggering. You looked big and metally enough that I thought you might be immune. Thankfully, you were not. plenty annoying in your other ways. Oh, come... I was blocking. You're not getting off the ground again. No way. Okay, so yeah, these guys are annoying in their own way. Can be killed with one hit though, which is nice. Smithing Stone 4. On the one hand, that's not very high-level stone. On the other, I am getting it relatively frequently from these enemies. And that's another thing you gotta be aware of. They'll give you material fit for the time you arrive and for the area going forward, but they will also give you lower-level stuff far more frequently in higher-level areas. Oh, I hear multiple of you. Uh-oh. Nope, you're on the ground, so you're quite easy to kill. And as soon as I say it, you go airborne. And I whiff because you're too bloody high up. Yeah, as long as they're on the ground, they're not much of a problem, but the second they take to the sky, they become right gits. And I wouldn't be surprised if I was about to run into a boss in a minute. A stake of Marika and a summoning pool right here. Western Nameless Mausoleum. Well. Black Gale Knight. What? Okay then. That was kind of my mistake. I blinded myself with the moon sorcery. Okay, so that's the automatic crossbow fellow that we saw in the trailers then. Thought he was actually a flesh and blood person in the trailer, though. I'm wondering whether or not that was just the player character wearing their gear. I certainly wouldn't mind getting a new weapon and suit of armor this early in the DLC. Well, let's try this again. Okay, that's pretty nasty of you. Ow, ow, ow. That is very nasty of you. Oh, that breaks guard instantly. Okay then, okay. So here's our second major challenge for this DLC, it seems. First is the giant Wicca man off in the field, now we have this guy. Wonder if I can summon Tish to help with this. Didn't try that before. But we'll see. Guy certainly doesn't leave many openings. And it seemed like he had a variation. Well, on the blasphemous blade / gargoyle weapon art. No, you're not going to be shotgunning me to death. You have some pretty effective poise there. Yep. Ooh, there seems to be a nice follow-up for that, too. Yep, he definitely has working poise. Yeah. Definitely can power stand. No, not power stance. Power through. He's definitely got working hyper, and he can heal, of course. And the answer is no, I can't summon. You'll roll that, won't you? No, you won't. You ran face first into it. Yeah, gotta remember that I can't trade him like that. You know, you're not healing again. I sincerely hope you can't heal again. Gotta be careful that I don't accidentally walk into a hit like that. You're getting mighty vicious now. Oh, that didn't finish you. I'm gonna heal just in case, because this is getting mighty close. And yeah, I would have been dead right now if I hadn't healed. Ooh, it looks like I beheaded him with that move. Ooh, 70,000. Oh! Oh. And I actually do get his entire armor set. The Great Sword of Solitude. The Helm of Solitude and armor. Gauntlets and greaves. Huh. So, what can we learn of our knight friend from his armor? That looks rather reminiscent of the Berserker armor now that I'm looking at it. A little bit less spiky, but definitely in the right style. Steel chest armor of the Knights of the Solitary Gale. Part of a heavy armor set that covers the whole body in overlapping plates of steel and bedecked with a black cloak. The nameless mausoleums of the realm of shadow are said to hold the spirits of warriors who lost their names or their hearts. Okay, yeah, that's some cool armor right there. I really like the cape on that. And let's have a gander at the new sword as well. Ah, it's classed as a greatsword. steel greatsword wielded by the Knights of the Solitary Gale. Through a secret rite, they relinquish their hearts for heightened battle prowess. Next, they engrave their blades with two crests, one depicting the light of birth and the other solitude. And boy oh boy is this heavy. It's in the greatsword category, but it automatically puts me on heavy load. So the weight of the Dark Moon sword is 10, and this is bloody 15.5. Certainly sounds heavy. Admit, I wish the greatsword would actually have a stab every now and then. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice little combo, that. But unfortunately, not upgraded, and we don't actually have the carry capacity to use it all that well yet. Although, now that we have full black armor... Yeah, the Malekith stuff. Doesn't actually fit too well with it. Let's go out into the daylight to have a better look, but... Oh, daylight. Bloody rain. Oh well. But yeah, the Malekith stuff doesn't quite match the black to black. As the Malekith is darker black than this. And it's also got the gold gilding on it. Oh well. We'll go back to our previous attire for the time being. Oh, and now the sun's out soon as I'm done switching out of the gear. Oh well. Oh, it's just a goat. I thought it was something significantly worse. Oh, I thought I heard you. But fortunately, you've grounded yourself. And I'm certainly not giving you the opportunity to get to the sky. Okay. So we've beaten our first boss, I suppose? Yeah, I'd say you could call him a boss. Ooh. Two-shotting them instead of three. So they really did increase the usefulness of Torrent. And I suspect it's only going to get better the more Reverend Ashes I get my hands on. There's Mr. Fire over that way. I'm gonna leave him alone for the time being. Ah. I recognize you. Not fond of the mask, but... Also, it makes your head look tiny compared to the rest of you. Well, I'm going to rest before I speak to you. Ooh, now I already need 2 Erdtree fragments to get another boost. Only one Reverend Spirit Ash, though. Definitely gonna have to be on the lookout for those. Hail, warrior.
Ah, Lady Leda spoke of you. You're that tarnished. Guided here by kindly Mikola. Weren't we all? I am Freya. I once fought alongside General Radahn. In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
Now that I actually look at you, you do look a little thin. Huh. Could hardly tell you were a woman with that get-up on. Partly, now that I look at you... the breastplate flattens you out a fair bit.
Oh, another thing. Did you speak to our dour little friend? If you've yet to do so, have him give you a map of the Cross's whereabouts. You'll find more of them dotted about these lands. They are Mikola the Kind's footprints.
Huh. Erdtree fragment. Oh well. Carved words coalesce. I abandoned here the first of the flesh of my body. Oh dear, so I'm literally stumbling upon bits of Mikola. Ay ay. Rather sordid discovery, that. Curved sword. You look to be wearing ropes and rags.
Fie, another. Treading the heels of Mikola. Then, as that woman would surely say, we are in our purposes well aligned. But understand, your kind are not forgiven. The Erdtree is my people's enemy. By Marika long betrayed. Set aflame. I believe Mikola's apologies when he says our delivery will come, but never will I see your kind as worthy.
I get what Freya meant when she said you were dour.
And yet my oath I cannot overlook. If Mikola it is whom you would seek, then comrade, allow me to give you this. These are the sites of the crosses I found. I urge you, follow after Mikola. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me.
The cross map. Guess this will be under information. A simple map drafted by a horn scent, marked with the locations of golden crosses. These crosses indicate Mikola's footprints. Huh. Very well, I've spoken to our dour friend. Empyrean Blood Burgeon.
If you've yet to do so, be sure to have our dour little friend share his map of crosses, assuming you intend to trace kind Mikola's path.
I will seek him. Not that I have much choice in the matter. He is an Empyrean.
I urge you, follow after Mikola. As long as you abide by his footfalls, you will be no enemy to me.
Well, the second I stray from my own path, then I will be your enemy, I suppose. Ah. Well, looks like way back over that way is A map fragment. So let's return to the Scorched Ruins right quick and see if we can't find that fragment. Yes, I've just been kind of wandering all over the place so far, but that's kind of the way of this thus far. After all, this is the first time we're actually in new territory. I beat the base game of Elden Ring at least twice before I did my Let's Play, so I knew where to go at virtually all points. There were a few hiccups, like locating Hayata, but other than that, I generally knew where I was going. Here, though, not so much. Ah. Now we have a basic map of the plane. Does make me wonder. How large is this domain, the realm of shadow? Well, I suppose we'll find out together, won't we? But I think I'll end today's episode here. A lot to explore, and I see no reason to rush it. So, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. As always, have a good day.